Hey there, broskies. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So Wagyu here, and back with another Kingdom of Heroes Tactics War video. So today we're gonna be talking about skill ups and the basics of skill ups, some tips, some tricks, and where to get the skill fairy sources. Okay, broskies. So anyway, let's begin with the means to skilling up the unit, since it is the most basic part about skill ups. So the main way to skill up units, or the most basic way to skill up units, is to use dupes. If you're not familiar with this, dupes are one of the ways to skill up a unit. You just use you go to the hero section, and if you have a unit that has a dupe, currently I've run out of units. I do have some in the storage. Let's take them out. So for example, I have this guy, and let's take a few dupes out. So, and let's go to him. As you can see, I have the option to upgrade his skill. That's because of his dupes, and when I use his dupes, he will level up some of his skills, as you can see here. Okay, broski, so that's one way to level up dupes. And do take note, I must emphasize this, that using dupes to promote a unit, the promotion for moving the unit to a next star level, if you use dupes to do that, it doesn't add to the skills. Please see this video right now. I've tried doing this, and so that you guys will be aware of this, it doesn't add to your skills. Okay, broskis? So yeah. Next is number 2. To level up skills, another option you have is a more pay-to-win option, but I don't really do this, and even me, who spends for the game a bit, so I don't even buy this pack. So you have the mirror pack. I don't really recommend this. It's not that efficient, since there are so many sources for skill fairies, and it's not that hard to get the skill fairies. Okay, broskis? More on the skill fairies later. So yeah, this is the mirror of choice. So do take note that if you get this, it's only used for 4-star heroes that you already have. Okay, broskis? You cannot summon with new heroes from this. Okay, so basically, if you have this, you pick the unit that you want to have dupes on, and use those units to skill up the units that you want to level up. Okay, broskis? So yeah, if you have any questions about that, do let me know in the comment section below. And if there are any other sources for the mirror, or a 5-star mirror, do let me know as well in the comment section below. I haven't seen one. I've done my research, a thorough research on this. I haven't seen one. So yeah, if I missed it, do let me know in the comment section below. So last but not the least, the way to level up unit skills is through the skill fairies. I'm sure you're all familiar with the skill fairies. I mean, you've seen one in my inventory just a few moments ago. So yeah, this one is a skill fairy. I currently only have one, since I recently leveled up some skills for Ingwei and my Apollyon. So yeah, so this is a skill fairy. So basically, its use is to skill up units. So I'll show you guys. So let's skill up my Esperanza, since I don't have skill ups for her yet. And let's go to skill with let's use a skill fairy. Upgrade skill, and as you can, I do have one skill up for my Esperanza. So yeah, as you can see, it went to the passive, so it increased the skill level of my Esperanza, and now it's already at level 2. Yeah, so this skill. Okay, broskis? So do take note of this. That's another way to level up your units skill. Okay, so there's also the small skill fairy, although I don't have one yet. I'll try to find one. There should be one in the Kingdom Pass. So this is used for units that are 4-star and below. Yeah, this one. This guy. So the small skill fairy. So this can be used as a material to upgrade a skill for 1 to 4-star origin heroes. Okay, broskis? The normal skill fairy can be used up to the 5-star one. And anyway, let's proceed to the tips and tricks, since we've already discussed the few ways to skill up your units. So, tips. Use the normal skill fairies, the one I just used for Esperanza, only on 5-star units, or your favorite 4-star unit. Okay, broskis? However, I really do not recommend doing that, since the small skill fairies are not that hard to find. So yeah, I would suggest just just using the skill fairy, the normal one, for the 5-star units. Okay, broskis? So yeah, and next tip is to use the small skill fairies on 4-star units and not 3-star ones. I know these are very obvious tips, but I know some people might not do this, and it leads to a more inefficient route for you guys. I'm trying to help you guys be more efficient. So yeah, use the small skill fairies on 4-star units alone and not the 3-star ones, since 3-star dupes are easy to come by. Okay, broskis? So yeah, last but not the least for the tips, just short tips, broskis, since basically it's managing of the resources that you have. So yeah, make sure to try and get the recurring skill fairies that are available to you regularly. Skilling up your character will add so much damage to them and stats, okay? So as you can see, like for example, my Apollyon, I'm almost fully skilled up my Apollyon. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but it sounds nice. So as you can see, I only need 4 more skill fairies for this. And basically, as you can see, it adds so much damage, and he's basically one of the main units that I have in my team composition right now, since of his passive and everything. He also has this buff. So the skill up reduces cooldown as well and increases the duration. So yeah, like for Dawn of Arrow, it reduces the cooldown by 1 turn. Okay, broskis? So yeah, make sure to try and get the recurring ones regularly. Okay, so why am I calling it the recurring ones? Okay, so I've segregated the sources of the skill fairy into around 5 sections, I believe. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, 5 sections. So the recurring ones, let's begin with the recurring ones. So where can we find the recurring skill fairy sources? Okay, so first of all, it will be in the honor points for the PvP. Like, it's gonna be in the store. You get honor points from PvP, and you can basically buy the skill fairies weekly and I believe monthly. Yeah, so you get the small skill fairy for the 4-star ones weekly, and the normal skill fairy every month. Okay, broskis? So yeah, make sure to buy these. They'll be really useful, and they'll be of so much help to you. Okay, so the second source is some pieces can be found in the guild store. As you can see here, it's the normal skill fairy. I don't think there's the small one here in the guild store. Yeah, so these are skill fairy pieces. So you can get 25 a week. So yeah, I think you need like 75 in order to fully summon for one. Let's double check. I think I have a few pieces myself. That's gonna be in the summon section and in the pieces. Okay, oh, so you need 100 for both the skill fairy piece and the small skill fairy piece. You need 100 of each in order to summon for one. Okay, broskis? So that's another source, and then this is a recurring source. And next, another source for the skill fairies will be in the Kingdom Pass, as I've shown you guys a while ago. So there's quite a few here, I believe. Yeah, so here's the small skill fairy. Here's one, and here's another one, and here's another one at level 14 and 15. They're next to each other. And there's like a few here in the higher tier, like at level 28. As you can see here, there's a normal skill fairy, which levels up the 5-star unit skills. Okay, broski? So make sure to collect your daily experience from the Kingdom Pass. So yeah, that's another recurring source for the skill fairies. Okay, so next, it will be in the dailies, I believe. Yeah, it's a source for some of the pieces for the skill fairy will be in the dailies. So as you can see here in the bottom section, so there's 5 that you can get daily. As I mentioned, you need 100. So every 20 days, you're sure to get one if you complete your dailies religiously and daily. Okay, broski, so that's another source for the skill fairy. And some piece actually drop in the store. Although I don't have a screenshot, I've actually bought one before. So yeah, so every now and then there are skill fairy pieces that drop here. I mean, that pop up here. And it would be good to buy them. I would suggest to buy them. It's going to be worth your silver. I mean, silver is farmable, but the fairy pieces aren't that easy to come by. I mean, they're not that hard to find, but that's a bonus piece that you get. Okay, so yeah, I suggest to buy them. So another source for fairies, so there's quite a few, as I mentioned. I believe there's like, for the recurring ones, there's like 9, and for the events, I've broken down into 5 parts. So events has 1. For one-time fairy drop, there's 2, and for pay-to-win option, there's 2. And I've placed if, so there's also one there. So anyway, let's proceed to the Altar Realm. More on the others later. So in the Altar Realm, the fairy pieces start to drop at the B, as you can see here. So I'm not doing that well yet in Altar Realm. So in the B stage, B level, you start to get fairy pieces. So only the small one as of now. And as you go higher, they actually reward you. They actually give you better rewards. So the Skill Fairy piece also drop here at the higher tiers. Okay, broskis. So yeah, it would be best for you to do the Altar Realm as well. So that's a good thing that you should be doing daily. So next is sometimes I think I had one request in the request section. There's also some requests that give you fairy pieces as well here in the request. So yeah, this is something that even I myself forget to do every now and then. So do check it out and be more cautious about the request. So you don't miss out on a few free things that the game gives you. Okay, broski. So this is one way to get the fairy pieces. So the skill up fairy pieces. Okay. So next, it's going to be in the daily login. Yeah. So it's gonna be in the event section, and let's do the fortune first in case I forget. Okay, so it's gonna be the login bonus at day 28, and I'm not sure if the small skill fairy is also available here, but as you can see, the normal skill fairy will also be available here at day 28. So this will be recurring. It's gonna be happening monthly, so make sure to log in daily in order to get this at the end of the month. Okay, broskis. So next, it's going to be, last but not the least, for the recurring one, it's going to be in the Tower of Arrogance. So for the normal one, it drops in floor 70, as you can see here. Okay, broskis. For the hard one, I actually haven't checked, but I'm sure it also drops in the hard one. Let's see. So reward. Yeah, so it drops in floor 10 to 40. Okay, broskis. And along with 60 to 90. So there's so many here in the hard part of the Tower of Arrogance. Okay, broskis. So this is the last source of skill fairies for the recurring part. Now let's proceed. I mean, it's also recurring. It's the events. The events also give you some skill fairies. It's also recurring, but you never know if the devs actually decide to reward us with skill fairies. Okay, broskis. So here are a few things that you can actually get. Where was that? Oh, it's in the hero strengthening one. Nope, it's not. Tower of Arrogance. Okay, so yeah, that's what I mean. So it's not in every event, unlike these guys, the promotion fairies. The skill fairies aren't in every event, so it's only in the Tower of Arrogance, and you can get one small skill fairy here. Let's double check. Oh yeah, and also here in the hero combination project, there's also one. So maybe they're gonna give us like 2 a month here, although different tiers, like the 4-star one and the 5-star one. Okay, broskis. So yeah, that's another source for the skill fairy from events. Next is from one time, so you can only get these skill fairies once, but I'm sure it's going to be worth it just getting them. I mean, it's going to be in the achievement section. So in the path guide, there's gonna be some in Challenge the Arena. Yeah, it's here in the last. So upgrade defense tower 12 times, as you can see here. Alongside this, it's going to be climb the tower. Yep, here in the hard section. I'm sure there's also quite a number of skill fairies here in this section. You guys can check it out. I believe there's also one here in the 6-star. Oh no, there's none. So yeah, there's quite a few here. So just double check. So last, for the one-time part, there's also gonna be some in the achievement, the normal achievements. So I think I've already done it, but let's double check. Yeah, there's gonna be some here. As far as I can remember, when you do something with your account, like connect it or like change your name, it actually rewards you with some skill fairies. Okay, broskis? So yeah, that's it for the one-time one. And last but not the least, obviously there's going to be the pay-to-win option. This one gives you quite a lot. So for the pay-to-win option, let's include the mirror pack, since they're basically the same. It gives you more skill ups for your characters. So yeah, there's going to be the Skill Fairy pack here. As you can see, it costs 66.99. This is Australian dollar, since my Google Play Store is in Australian. So yeah, that's one source. And of course, the mirror pack, about the same price. You get 4. By the way, here you only get 3. But the mirror pack, you only get to pick 4-star heroes. Okay, broski? So I think this is more of a better choice since you can level up your 5-star units with this one. Okay, broskis? So yeah. And alongside this, there's also some pieces from the Global Launch Pack. As you can see here, the Global Launch Pack 2 gives you 40 Skill Fairy pieces, okay, for $6.99. That's equivalent to around $5, I believe. Or $4, somewhere there in US dollars. Okay, broskis? So yeah, if also they follow the Summoner's War path, like I'm sure you've already been seeing the trend that, you know, this game is very much similar to Summoner's War. I believe Summoner's War also have some events in their raid or the rift, yeah, that you can farm for Devilmon pieces, and I think maybe the game will eventually have some here. So this is an if, this isn't a sure thing, okay? So this is basically not sure. Okay, broski, it's just my theory that eventually we'll get some here. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. If you do have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll try my best to be to reply to you guys more and be more helpful to you guys. That's what I'm here for anyway. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in and see you in the next video.